What kind of choice is this? Again, it goes back to the whole a lesser of two evils. Get the out of here with that. I don't want a piece of that. This is America. We're supposed to be the best at everything. One of the tools against this whole idea of those in charge saying, I don't care if you get to vote or not, as long as I get to choose who you're voting between, is ranked choice voting. And the phrase lesser of two evils is just too ingrained in us. Why can't I choose between two people so great I struggle to choose? Why can't I choose between, I don't know, like Gandhi and Jesus Christ? Oh, that might be a Jesus Christ. I'm going to catch flack for that. Can you compare Jesus Christ to a mortal? Probably not. A bag and some kind of sandwich or something. Anyways, let's talk about what ranked choice voting actually is. There's plenty of videos out there that'll do a much better job than I'm about to at describing this. But in general, is you have how many ever candidates, at least 3, right? But as far as I'm concerned, it could go up to hundreds, and you rank them all. Then when it gets to counting the votes, first they count all the first choices, the people that people ranked as their most favorite, their first choice. If in that count somebody gets to more than 50%, that's it. The process stops. That person is chosen, and we're done. However, if nobody gets to more than 50%, then we look at who the least rated first ranked choice is. Who was chosen the least as the first choice. That person gets knocked out. Now, all the people who voted for that person, they get their second choice counted. And so now if somebody has more than 50%, process is over. Or if not, it rinse and repeat. It starts again. I fucking murdered that. That was a horrible description. But in general, rank your choices. Somebody gets 50%. Done. Yeah, please. Probably best if you go watch some other videos. People explain it. They have visuals and graphics, and it's way better. Somebody has like stacking hats and stuff. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Let's talk pros and cons. Why ranked choice voting is better than, let's be honest, the show we got going on right now. Oh, which Democrat are you voting for? Oh, the only one they offer. More people have a chance at getting into these positions. You're wasting your vote voting for somebody other than Republican or Democrat. And voting for one of those bags isn't a waste of a vote. Like, think John Kerry versus George W. Bush. Hillary Clinton versus Trump, even when we didn't know Trump. What kind of choice is this? Again, it goes back to the whole a lesser of two evils. Get the out of here with that. I don't want a piece of that. This is America. We're supposed to be the best at everything. Christ almighty. Your vote is thrown away. And this would get people more involved. It would show kind of the light at the end of the tunnel where real change would be possible. Right now, it's just which flavor asshole do you want? You know, the slightly corny one or the one that has maybe some fucking green beans in it? You know, great choices, great choices. Let's vote for people. Let's not vote for parties. Let's vote for ideas. That's down the road. But voting for people is a start. Voting for ideas ought to be the true end goal. We'll elaborate on that later. Downsides. Everything has downsides. More ink is used. These ballots, there's going to be more names on them. It could get ridiculous. You could end up with like 50 or 100 realistically decent candidates. It's almost like that's a good thing. Almost like that's a good thing. I would put that in the pros. But what this is going to turn into is what they'll tell you. Some political will tell you that it pulls voters away from one guy and puts power into the bad guy. I think they made this argument. There's a few states that do this, ranked choice voting. I think Oregon is one of them. And it makes it such that because people have a chance of putting their first vote towards who they really, really want, the other people who might still be voting just Democrat or Republican, they're still going to get the majority of the vote. And if it was just the R versus D thing, the good guy would have won. But because ranked choice voting pulled some of those people from the good guy to other options, the bad guy was able to get ahead. And it, didn't go through enough repetitions to where the good guy won. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Anybody who tells you that, they're not working for you. All right, they're climbing a ladder. They're looking to make money. That's all they're doing. Seriously, that's an aside. Look into how many of these politicians go in with X amount of money and walk out with 10x, 100x their money. Yeah, how does that happen? So that I feel ranked choice voting is a big, big part of setting things straight. A vote between John Kerry and George W. Bush. Like, are you kidding me, man? That's the best that America can offer. It's not. It fucking isn't. We all know it. But we all just go along. Well, enough of that. Anyways, as usual. Second video as usual. Rev Zero. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.